Hello, Jax West from Stephen Avery Project, MAM Gossip, Justice with Jax. I just went live over in MAM Gossip on Facebook, but nobody was there to play with me. So thought I would then come over here to YouTube and see if anybody is around and if there's anything anyone would like to discuss. I know I haven't gone live in a while. I've had too much stuff going on. Yay, Carol got the notification. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell on this page. So maybe you'll get the notification for at the bizarre times when I go live, and hit the thumbs up so this will be easier for people to find in a search. So hello, Christopher and Janine and Carol and Tina and Elizabeth and Samantha. So anything you all would like to discuss? I've got a little free time today. I'm actually going to go tonight to a shooting range with Jeff. And Jeff has the same gun that Marnie Yang owned that was actually stolen from her way prior to Ronnie's death. But the state alleges that's what Marnie used. So I am going to fire it at the range tonight, and we'll video it and show you all how difficult or not it was for me to shoot that gun. But you'll need to keep in mind that I am at least 7 inches taller than Marnie, and my hands are way bigger than hers. So I'll completely demonstrate that. We won't be live. I'll video it and upload it later. So it's something I've wanted to do forever. You know, I've shown the gun on a live before, but I want to actually shoot it. I am not a gun expert. The last time I have fired a gun was 2 to 3 years ago. Guns scare me. So we shall see how that goes. Janine asks, what's the deal with Steve's judge? It's not the judge, Janine, if you're referring to the filing that was made the other day. That's an assistant state's attorney general that is no longer involved in this case and just wanted the name removed off the case, as far as I can tell, but I'm not basically a lawyer and I haven't really been paying attention. So my impression from it is it's no big deal. That's what I think. I don't know if any of you on here are know anything better than I do on that, but I believe it's like no big deal. And Stephen's case will just continue as it's been. And the next date for him is March 27th. Is that correct? So I don't think it's anything to worry about. Yeah, Janine, I don't think it's anything to worry about. No big deal. I also haven't been following this. I know people have posted in MAM Gossip, but apparently the Sweaty Sweat Sweat and his child daughter sister bride, something is going on there that he deleted his Twitter, right? And I don't know, did she delete her Twitter as well, or she's tweeted something that was questionable, that maybe there's trouble in paradise. So I don't know what's going on there. Elizabeth asks, have I spoken with Marnie since her hearing? No, I have not. This past Wednesday yesterday would have been the typical day I would have gone to see the girls, but I had an event I was hosting in Chicago, so I couldn't make it. So I will be going down to visit the girls next week. So Yeah, I haven't talked to her at all. I've been emailing quite a bit with Melissa the last week. Melissa, as you may or may not know, her case has now been put off until early June. Melissa is okay with that. She actually wanted the extension. She wants the judge to have more time in reading up on her case. So she's okay with it. And she's got some things going on at the prison right now that is taking her mind off things. So Melissa is doing well, even though, yeah, the case is extended again, but you're so used to it. She said, she told me that she just got, let me over on my other screen here, pull up my emails with her. She said she just got something from one of the supporters from here. But I don't recall exactly what she said. So let me pull up the email. I think she said it was somebody from England or UK or Sorry, this is taking so long. I'm just saying loading. Please wait. Oh my gosh. I hate that this stuff is so slow. All right. Which message was it from Melissa? Okay. She says, I received a letter, small package from your friend in the UK yesterday, which was very nice. So, and she said, but I can't email her, of course. So I don't know if whoever sent her that asked if Melissa could email her. So she says that she can't email back. She also says in this one, we have a bit to talk about TWD, which is The Walking Dead. So again, if you're somebody who watches The Walking Dead, that's absolutely something you can talk to Melissa about because she loves it. And The Walking Dead has been pretty interesting so far. So if you want to write to Melissa, we've made that post before, but it's Melissa Kalusinski, Kalusinski. Her inmate number is R as in Roger, 88005, Logan Correctional, P.O. Box 1000, 1000, Lincoln, Illinois, 62656. So send Melissa a letter. She says package. I received a letter / small package. So I don't know what it is that was sent to her. But yeah, there are things that you can send, but I never know what the rules and everything there is on that. So like you can send her magazines and books and stuff like that. There's actually, if you go to Amazon, you can even search in Amazon like books for inmates, and Amazon will send it directly to the prison. So if that's something people would like to look into, I know magazines, like if they've got those like subscription, all those stupid little postcard things that are all over in magazines, those all have to be ripped out. So, but yeah, so Melissa's doing well. Tammy talks to Marnie like every day. So, as far as I know, Marnie's doing well, and I will go visit the girls on Wednesday next week. I actually just had a phone interview today. And if I end up getting that job, it will change a lot of things for me. So I will no longer be able to go to the prison on Wednesdays because I would be working. So I would only be off of work on Fridays and Sundays. So I will have to move things around if that happens. So what else is going on? Anybody have anything that's going on that you want to bring up? Any other cases or whatever? And I don't know for sure when that episode on Marnie is going to air. I was told the 13th, but I haven't seen anything on that. So I don't know for sure if it's confirmed. But whenever we get that for sure that we know that's happening, we'll do a live and watch that together and discuss. And then you can fire away any question you want during that. Tammy and I will be doing a live on the WMP Justice Review page at some point, talking about the latest court hearing for Marnie and the state's filing. But Tammy has been so busy working on Marnie's case. So, and then there's something that Tammy and I may do that we're working on that would be the end of this month. And if that comes to fruition, that would be pretty cool. But I'm not going to talk about it yet until we know for sure if that's happening. So, but that would be Justice with Jax stuff that would go up here on YouTube and possibly somewhere else. So, but yeah, working on that now. When I can for sure say something on that, I will. So, me personally, my life's been really crazy with activism and running events and doing so much stuff. And because of this thing that Tammy and I might be doing at the end of this month, I decided to go, okay, that's a good thing to try and get me going on diet and exercise. So a friend of mine gave me a diet workout plan. I am in the middle of week 2, I guess you would say, on that. And, so working out every day and eating better. So continuing on that. So my schedule next week, well, I don't know. Things are a little crazy for me because of politics. We've got here in Illinois, our primary is March 17th. And I'm working with, I say working, it's volunteering. I don't get paid for this stuff. I know there's people that think when I say these things, I'm getting paid. And by people, I mean my husband. Remember when I've talked about going through my divorce? Well, I just got stuff the other day that either my husband or somebody from my husband's lawyer has been in here on YouTube watching all my lives, and then they're saving and submitting anytime I talk about my husband or my divorce to the court. So, so when I talk about like Stephen Avery Project and all that stuff, they're claiming I'm paid for that, which I'm not paid for any of it. So, but lovely things of getting divorced. And so I shouldn't say anything further on that because they're watching. Hi. No, beet juice would start next week, Elizabeth. I mean, I'll get it and I'll taste it, but chances are it's not going to happen. Like this week, my breakfast is supposed to be all my meals are 2 meal, there's breakfast 1 and breakfast 2, lunch 1, lunch 2. So my breakfast 1 for this week is supposed to be steel cut oats that I'm not allowed to mix it with anything. Just water, so you can't add fruit to it, you can't add sugar, you can't add anything tasty to it. I've tried it now twice. I can't do it. I ended up giving it to my dogs. So, I'm doing my best to follow his diet plan that he gave to me. But I've had to make some substitutions because that steel cut oat just it's disgusting. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I know it's good for you. Just like he tells me, Ken says with the beet juice. It tastes like dirt, but it's good for you. Do it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I may be trying to eat healthier and all that, but I also am not going to make myself miserable. So that's what I have to say about that. Week 1, so I only weigh in on Mondays. I started it on a Monday. I weigh on Mondays. So I lost a little over 5 pounds for week 1. So hi, Danny. Um, yeah, somebody sent me that picture of Chad and some guy giving me the finger and whatever it was that they were commenting on that as well. I don't even know what that means. I didn't understand it. So I have no idea. I don't know what that drama is. It just seems like these people need in order to be relevant, they need to talk about me and be connected to me in some way. I don't know. So I thought it was humorous. Um and don't get it and don't care. Um Nothing's happening, Deborah. Just popping in because I haven't been on and seeing if there's anything y'all want to discuss. Nothing in particular. So you're free to fire away any questions you have and or anything you want to discuss. And we'll go over it. Deborah, no angel wings tonight. I need those in my life. They're actually in my car because this is prime time that the vagina bat has had to fly on a couple of occasions. So no, I'm wearing a Marnie shirt since I'll be going to the shooting range tonight and firing the same kind of gun that Marnie owned that they allege was used in the Ronnie Ryder case. So, no wings. Well, actually, I may actually have to. Well, I should check. What time is. I have a thing tonight that I would have to wear the wings for. And while I've been on here, somebody's texted me that there are people there. So I may be getting the vagina bat signal. Miley, you're always at work. Danny says, yeah, it was very bizarre. Maz and Julie seem to know, though. Perhaps we should ask them. If you're referring Danny to Julie Thorne, the masked truther, she's somebody that's like in love with Chad too. So will no longer be on these lives because I don't like precious Chad. Deborah, the girls are doing well. As well as can be expected. I'm still trying to maybe easier if I pull it up on my phone because it's so dumb. Because maybe my phone will go quicker than this stupid thing is. 5 is when I'll so in 2 hours. I don't know when I'm going to the shooting range. Twisted says, you hear about KK and Leah deleting Twitter accounts and moving trucks at their place. Twisted, I heard that Sweaty Sweat deleted his. I wasn't sure if Leah's was the child sister bride, if hers was deleted, or somebody. Hey, she's just walking a dog. Somebody sent me a screenshot, maybe not sent me a screenshot. Maybe it was posted in gossip of some weird post that Leah had made. I don't know what's going on there. So trouble in paradise. Oh, for shame. Yeah, Deborah, I need my own bat signal. That's vagina bat signal. Don't get it twisted. Maz says, I like to listen to everybody to get different opinions, but I don't get involved in drama. Yeah, Maz, I totally understand people getting the different opinions, but I will always call out bullshit. And hello, Patrick in Minnesota. Yeah, hey there. No. Oh my God, Patrick says snowing here today, 60s this weekend. It is currently 52 degrees here. And yeah, it's supposed to be 60 degrees this weekend. On Sunday, it's supposed to be 60. I think tomorrow our high is only supposed to be like, is it only supposed to be like 39 tomorrow? Let me pull that up because now you have me curiouser and curiouser. Yeah, our high here in Chicagoland is only supposed to be 39. And Saturday we're at 49 and Sunday at 60. Oh, but look, Wednesday, 50% chance of snow. You betcha. Yep. Kat, stay out of the drama. You know, I agree. I tend to, I'm not in the drama, but I'm going to call out bullshit. So, Deborah says, been lovely here in Scotland, cold but dry and sunny. Yeah, it's windy here today, so it's sunny, but it's pretty windy, so that makes it sucky. What's Save Indiana Beach, Jodella? Indiana Beach, is that like that theme park? I haven't heard anything on that. Just a 6-hour hike from here. The only place I've been in Minnesota is St. Paul, and I went to the Mall of America too. Oh my God, that's a big, huge thing. Jodella says, if so, that was my fat self leading the rally. Petition to save Indiana Beach. Yes. Oh, awesome, Jodella. You know that's how I actually got involved. My first thing in activism was my local 4th of July fest was canceled. And I was like, oh my God, I love this fest. And I did a petition and all that. And we got the fest back. Not saying that was me, but that was my kickoff. So yeah, that's what you got to do. If something's important to you, you know, get off the bench and try and do something, anything, because at least you try, you know, so you have that, you know, you tried something. So good for you. Oh, 2 people from Illinois. Oh, Patrick is 5 miles from Mall of America. Danny, random question. Is that the Mall of America that TV shows feature like Grey's Anatomy? I only watched Grey's Anatomy the first season. I think I started the second season and didn't like it. So I don't know, but maybe somebody else who watches can answer that one for you, Danny. Harriet says, as soon as your meal plan is done, move on to one that is realistic, or else you'll lose the will. You need to enjoy what you're eating. Food is the love of my life. Yeah, I love food. I mean, his plan sounds crazy when you read it. It is posted in the MAM Gossipers group if anybody is interested in seeing what he has me eating. I don't feel hungry at all. Um, so I'm doing, you know, pretty well on it. But yeah, but this wasn't not extreme, but he knew this was only going to be a 4-week plan with me, the goal being for this event that's at the end of March. So that's why it might be stricter than a typical one would be. But, I did not do his stupid steel cut oatmeal this morning and instead had the breakfast that was last week so my breakfast is a cup of green tea, a hard-boiled egg, and 1 piece of peanut butter wheat toast. So I did that instead of the yucky, disgusting oatmeal. Yeah, Grace is supposed to be in Seattle. Oh yeah, events being canceled, the coronavirus. Yeah. I don't know what to think on that whole virus thing. I'm a very, I guess you could say, complex person, or maybe just kind of a nuts person, that on some things I'll be so gloom and doom and negative about. And then on other things, I live in a world of stupidity of, oh, that'll never happen. So I'm not freaking out at all on this coronavirus. And just, oh, nobody I know or whatever will ever get it. I don't know. But maybe zombie apocalypse is right around the corner. I feel bad for people who do get sick and they have jobs where they can't take off. They need that paycheck. And then if they do happen to go to work, then people are going to, freak out on them that they're sick and they should be home. But so it's kind of crazy. Oh, The Stranger. Yep. I liked The Stranger. Finished that. I like the hard-boiled egg. I do. I only do, hard-boiled eggs or scrambled eggs or like an omelet. I don't want a fried egg and I don't want a runny yolk. That grosses me out. Patrick canceled his Easter trip to Seattle. Yeah. Oh, you have an autoimmune disease. Absolutely. No, you for sure. So anybody who is compromised or older, you got to take it seriously. Deborah says, I am slightly worried as I have an autoimmune disease, so I'm at risk, but just take extra precautions. Yeah. So, Deborah and Patrick, yeah, don't risk it. You can't. I didn't even think of that. My friend who I got the diet exercise plan has an autoimmune disease too. And he's also running for office. So he has to constantly go out and see people. So that could make me start to panic and thinking about his safety. Kat says, hard-boiled eggs are good. Granted, I usually turn them into egg salad or deviled eggs, but they're good. Yeah. I get it twisted, the texture of the hard-boiled egg whites, because that's also, I don't like the texture of that oatmeal. Now, a friend of mine, so the steel cut oatmeal that I have is a 3-minute, and then so I guess, see, I've never done any oatmeal other than the only oatmeal I like and actually love is Quaker Oats apple cinnamon oatmeal. I've never just had regular oats. So somebody told me maybe I should try a different steel cut. I don't know, but I probably won't do it. Put them in tuna or chicken salad. Deborah, I heard that like on Amazon, there were some places that were selling the hand sanitizer for like $200. That disgusts me when people try to, they take one of these horrible situations and try to gouge people. That really, really bothers me. And Amazon or no store should allow that kind of shit to go on, to try and take advantage of people who are going to panic on this. Elizabeth's daughter has bad tonsillitis again. Oh God, and convinced it was the coronavirus. Scary. Yeah, I noticed something showed up, was in my Facebook feed, since everybody's all paranoid about hand washing and stuff now, that it was something showing when people typically wash their hands, parts that are the most missed. And so they said thumbs. So I had gone out to breakfast with some friends of mine this weekend and then had used the bathroom afterwards and was washing my hands, and it was still in my head going, make sure do extra on the thumbs. Elizabeth says our shops are running out of hand wash, toilet paper, and bleach. Wow. Twisted also says toilet paper shortage in stores here in BC and Amazon charging insane prices. Miley says we are out of water and toilet paper, towels, and sanitizer at my Costco. Holy cow. I mean, I have thought about going, all right, they say that you should have on hand at your house enough like food to last 2 weeks if it is, so I'm like, so should I go buy some canned foods or something that's not, like if it's Chef Boyardee raviolios or something like that, and then just put it down in my pantry in the basement so it's there. And then if you want to be really gross, get some Twinkies, because those don't have any expiration date. And it's not things that I would want to eat, so now, that it would just sit down there in case of emergency. And hello, Becky. Twisted, my cuticles and fingers are cracking from washing so much. Yeah, well, will that be not next? How is hand lotion doing? Are people gouging people on hand lotion too now? And isn't it the masks are hard to find, but then medical professionals are saying don't bother with the masks unless you're sick? But then I know somebody else was saying, well, even if you're not sick, the masks might be better because you're not supposed to touch your face. And if you have the mask on, then you can't touch your nose or your mouth. Yeah, talking about coronavirus, look at us. Becky's already got chocolate, vodka, and bulk. Everybody to Becky's. That's party. Oh, Miley, masks won't help unless they seal to the face. Yeah, see, and I'm just not that paranoid person that I would ever put on the mask. And I touch my face constantly. I'm sure you all, watching me do live, see that I'm not somebody, I can't sit still. I've got that dumb restless leg syndrome. So I'm constantly crossing my legs, uncrossing my legs, blah, 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 blah. And I'm touching my face constantly. And now I got this big old zit here on my face here too. So I'm always messing with that too. So I'm horrible. But I do think maybe handshakes need to go by the wayside, do the fist bump or the elbow. Elizabeth, unless it's army grade gas mask. Wow. Tanny's daughter put her bra over as a mask. Big boob bonus. Yeah. So that wouldn't seal to her face. Miley, just be ready for a quarantine and be ready if your kid's school is closed down. My son's not, he's grown, so I don't have that. So also I don't have the petri dish of a kid in school constantly coming here, coming home that could possibly infect me. Cat stays home most of the time, so not worried about it. Stacking up on booze and snacks. Deborah, my bra would kill you. So yeah, so we'll see how that progresses. If I do end up doing all right, I'll get a couple weeks of canned frozen foods. Up there's Jeff. Bring on the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, Jeff would love a zombie apocalypse. And so many of our friends know that this is the place to be in a zombie apocalypse. And Jeff is like, no, don't come here. But people would be well taken care of here. Whereas I tell Jeff in a zombie apocalypse, I'm just gonna die. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna eat nasty food. I'm not going to drink beet juice. I'm not going to eat steel cut oats. Not going to do it. Not going to kill random animals. No, Deborah, no news on Steven. Just that assistant attorney general took her name off the case, which I don't think is a big deal. And his next date is the 27th. So nothing going on there as far as I know. Becky says her son's in South Korea. Streets are empty. People working from home. Ooh, beans and rice. Yeah, Jeff, if you're still on here, I'm surprised you haven't gone all out and getting our house ready for a quarantine. Then again, he's got stuff down in our pantry that's probably from the 70s that he'll still eat. And I won't. So again, well, I'll die and he won't. Becky, diet's going well as far as I know. That I'm still on it and exercising. Feeling better already. Only in week and a half. Jeff, obviously, my week I lost 5 pounds and Jeff lost 12. He's not working out. And I am, and Jeff dropped way more weight than I did. Stupid men. Yeah, you're saying, Jeff, that it is ready. No, it's not. I'm not eating any of that stuff that's down there. Grossa. Jeff is doing protein shakes, Becky. I used to do protein shakes, and it's probably something I would move on to once I'm done with this 4-week plan that Ken put me on. I like the chocolate protein shake. You add ice and some bananas and get it so it's whipped up to this consistency that's like marshmallow. It's so good. But it's also hard for me to find a protein powder that I really like. So, because a lot of it's just nasty tasting. But I'm still on it. I did my workout today. Becky's trying a strawberry and cream one. Oh my God, Deborah keeps finding cash. That's awesome. When my husband's grandmother died, that was something we were like sure to do when we were packing up her house because she had money hidden all over the house too. It's, people who lived through the Depression and they don't trust banks. So you literally have to check like inside heating registers and such. Twisted says you'll have to get some dry goods, canned stuff you like to put down there. Yeah, I definitely should do that. Danny is obsessed with this fitness guy online called Extreme Fitness with Phil. Yeah, eventually I want to, so I'm doing weightlifting and cardio right now. I want to incorporate yoga into it because yoga is so good for me. So, I'm hoping to, get some yoga in there. But right now, Ken's got the set fitness. Well, he just gave me fitness plan like last week for every day I had to do 45 minutes of cardio. Now this week I have to do 30 minutes of weightlifting and 30 minutes of cardio. And I don't know what I do next week. So once I'm done with his 4 weeks, then I will change up my exercise plan to something more that I want to do. Twisted's mother-in-law hides money in the everywhere. Yeah. Oh, Pilates. Pilates is something I've never done. I'm not opposed to it, just never done it. But with my degenerative disc disease, I, think stuff like that, the good stretching and strengthen my back. So, and also, of course, getting this weight off my front will help my back too. So, looking forward to that. No, they're broken now. What else is going on? Nothing's really going on that, we're kind of in the holding pattern, waiting for these cases to get their next filing or court date. So, but we'll do, like I said, if the Marnie episode thing, the 2-hour episode thing airs, we'll do a live for that. Let me Google it. See if, and Tammy would tell me though, if it was, being advertised or anything. Yeah. I don't see anything on it. Maz, I watched a food program recently and they tested an old tin of soup, which was over 30 years old. It turned out that it was still okay to eat and had all the nutritional values. Oh God, Maz, if Jeff's still on here, Jeff will eat the most disgusting things that are so old. Ugh. So gross. And yeah, he'll tell me, oh yeah, it's just fine. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not eating stuff past the expiration date. I know you can Google stuff and it'll say expiration, blah, blah, blah. And I can't do it. I'm not doing it. Deborah's asking, what about the prison? Do they have heat and hot water yet? I don't know. I know when I've emailed with Melissa, I've said, I hope you're keeping warm. She hasn't complained about anything. And I haven't talked to Marnie about any of that. So I'm not sure, Deborah. Marnie's reaction is, she feels good, but cautious, so we'll see. But I plan on visiting Marnie and Melissa Wednesday next week because I couldn't go yesterday because I had an event in Chicago. So I'll go Wednesday next week and chat with them. And then I'll do a live after that and be able to update you on both the girls. Oh my God, Twisted's talking about the Netflix documentary about Gabriel. And it confirms her thinking the government program should not be ran by a company making profit. That story, oh my gosh. And I also feel so bad for that teacher who talks about she will live with that guilt forever. And while she's not guilty, I totally understand feeling that guilt. And I'm pissed that mother was able to make a deal. And I know I've talked about before with I'm so wishy-washy now on death penalty because you never know. There's so many cases that evidence has been tampered, doctored, whatever. So how do you know somebody's truly guilty to give them the death penalty? That woman deserves a death penalty. Yep. Good afternoon, Brenda. Yeah, Kat, it's what was done to that boy. And it is said that he was tortured that way because it was suspected he might be gay. So that's the justification for like putting cigarettes out on the kid. Danny says supposedly the mom has to be escorted by armed guard everywhere as she is getting beat down so bad. She shouldn't be getting special treatment. Then throw her in the hole. She can stay in the hole. There you go. Yeah, Elizabeth, it is. I feel for the other family members and the guilt that they will have, that they will carry for the rest of their life when there's only so much you could do. Oh my gosh. Tiffany talking about a boy that was killed and fed to pigs. I mean, wow. Yeah, Kat says armed guards or not. At some point, someone will take that mom out. That's why, yeah, throw her in the hole. You made your deal. You don't get the death penalty, but you need to, you can live in solitary. Put her on death row. Put her on death row. Leave her there. She doesn't get executed, but you can live in death row. I don't know how somebody can do that to a little boy or a child, another person. I mean, I don't care what age you are, but you know, especially, oh yeah. Hello, Natasha. Becky says living with fear is her punishment. Does she have actual fear? Because isn't she this hard ass? Right? Twisted? Yeah, because there's another boy in the same area, you know. Um, but how many of that happens all over the world? We had a case here where people like reported the child missing, and then it turned out the kid was murdered by the parents. Yeah, playing the mental health card always pisses me off too. Um, I'm medicated. I have anxiety, panic, depression. So you would say, maybe I shouldn't say this because my lawyers are watching, that I have a mental health problem. Um, uh, so I'm not out putting cigarettes out on a child and locking them in a box. Um, so yeah, I don't like that mental health is a lot of go-tos. Yeah, twisted. What kind of life? You know, that teacher tried. That teacher, reported it. Um, what all is she supposed to do? Um, it's just a sad, sad story. Really, yeah. That's one you carry with you. Still not Dear Zachary is the hardest thing I've ever watched. That's always that is still the one that yeah. Um yeah, Natasha wanted to see them burned at the stake. Danny says a 30-year-old mom of 4 here just stabbed her 3-year-old and 1-year-old to death on Monday morning. Wow. That's if you don't want your children, then, um, is it the I know they have, like, safe havens for when somebody gives birth and they don't wanna keep that baby, that you can drop it off at a police station, a hospital, or whatever, and you're not gonna be charged with, like, abandoning the baby. Do they have something like that for older children as well? I've never thought about that. But, there just has to be a way that these people, if it's too much for you, that you should be able to just, but also where are all these kids gonna go? Dropping yourself off where, Jeff? I don't know what you're referring to now since I go off in so many different ways, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Night, Deborah. Yeah, it's 3:40 PM here. I'll only be on for another 20 minutes. I'm gonna end this at 4. Good for you, Tina, that you're raising your grandkids. I hope everything is all right. Danny says she stabbed herself and then called the dad. She's not dead. She's in the hospital. Wow. Mm. Girl in the closet's name is Lauren Kavanaugh. Too many cases. Just too many. These poor kids. I'm like freezing all of a sudden. Sorry. Sadly, I don't have any grandkids, but I would happily um raise my grandkids, or I guess with my nieces and nephews when it, you know, um whatever I can do to help, I would. But all these stories of child abuse, just ugh. Um all those people that were assigned to, like, Gabriel's case, and I know they were charging them all, they all should have gone to jail, in my opinion. Oh yeah, Danny, I bawled and bawled at Dear Zachary, because Dear Zachary was one that I had no idea about the story, so I didn't know where it was going to go. And that's a rough one. And I bought the book. It's on my iPad and I started reading it, and it's just I don't and then I stopped. I don't know if I can. I don't know. But I love the Bagbies, so that's why I also bought the book, that it's by, the Bagbies. But I'm like, I don't know if I can read it. Yeah, twisted. The appeals court made the judge drop all charges against the caseworkers. Worst documentary I ever watched, Joe Della says. Um, yeah, those I'm sorry, and for them to say they did nothing wrong, there was obvious signs that Gabriel was being abused and nothing was done. Yeah, Tiffany. I mean, that's total red flag, that when a child goes missing and they don't report it. Oh, wow. So much things need fixing, but how do you fix it? People having children that shouldn't or can't. Bye, Elizabeth. Um, what do you do? Jodella, I get you there that you don't refer to her as a mom or a mother. Yeah. Just like I don't refer, just because it was the man's sperm that made the child. I don't, I'm like, that's a father. A dad is the one that actually raises a child. Father is the sperm donor. You are not the father. Danny, I've watched the things on Madeline McCann. I do think the parents had something to do with it. It's just, I mean, and I know I think there's been two different things, right? One that's like pro the parents and one that's con the parents. And I just come away in the Madeline McCann thing that the parents had to have had something to do with it. Just like I also believe John Benet Ramsey, that the parents are involved in that as well. Oh, twisted. I didn't think about that. Somebody, yeah, I could see that affecting you in a totally different way than the average person. Oh yeah, Tiffany. If nothing else, the parents are negligent. I agree. Yeah, Danny think she was drugged. Yeah. Um I'm uncomfortable too um about having your kids go to sleep in the hotel and then being